が1時間スペシャルで放送するぞ。オラとジレンがついに激突。あいつの強さは想像以上だ。へへ、オラこんなすげえやつ待ってたんだ。オラの最強の技をぶつけてやる。勝負だジレン。次回ドラゴンボールスーパー、これぞ全宇宙一の究極バトル、孫悟空 VS ジレン。絶対見てくれよな。
Alright guys, so Toei just released this new trailer for this 1 hour special. Now we have it in HD, and we also got some additional scenes with some really important new scenes that we definitely have to discuss here. The first frame that I want to talk about is Goku punching Jiren, but it seems like he has some sort of energy shield that deflects attacks. Now we've heard from spoilers that Jiren deflects all attacks, and maybe this is his special ability that allows him to, I guess, counter other people's attacks. He basically creates a force field of energy at the point of attack or something like that. Very interesting stuff. So again, we get some more frames here of Goku pretty much just getting pummeled by Jiren, and then we get a really nice power up here of Goku turning into Kaioken. He looks pretty pissed off. Now he's fighting Jiren. You see him kick Jiren in the head, or at least barely miss, and you can see a couple extra frames here of him pulling Goku and then throwing him to the ground, and Jiren charges in, but Goku is able to dodge it. Fast forward to the Genki Dama scene, and it zooms in on Jiren's face, who gives this very angry look. Now, it looks like he knows that this is going to be a challenge. He probably is assuming that this is Goku's trump card, and maybe Goku even tells him, this is my trump card, see if you can catch this thing. But Jiren isn't taking the Genki Dama very lightly. As you can see here from this look, he looks absolutely freaking pissed and menacing, and I actually love the way they drew the eyes there. I mean, he looks like super evil or something like that, but he's not. Okay, and then this scene has really piqued my curiosity, because we see the Genki Dama coming down and kind of crashing on Jiren, but there's these rays of blue and red light emanating from them. And if you look really closely, that's all emanating from Goku specifically. After that light ends, there's a little sparkle of glowing red and blue energy, which is definitely Goku in the Kaioken. Now, why is this energy kind of expanding out of Goku? Is this just the raw energy of Kaioken times 20 pushing a Genki Dama? Is this something about Goku breaking his limits? I'm not really sure here. It could just be special effect. It definitely looks really, really cool, but I'm wondering if there's something else going on here with this particular scene, because it definitely looks like something interesting is happening. Now, if we pause it on this frame, you can see this shockwave emanating from the Genki Dama, and I kind of have this feeling here that this is where Jiren shoots the Genki Dama back at Goku, and Goku is using all of his power, all of his Kaioken times 20, and this thing just crashes into him. Maybe this is where it's really landing on Goku, and it's essentially colliding with him. That's the impression that I get here. Now we get a close-up of Goku, who's really screaming. He's really doing everything he can to push back this Genki Dama at Jiren, but we know that it's going to fail. And then we get a very nice HD look at this black lightning emanating from Goku, whose pupils are now gone, until he turns into white and the Genki Dama explodes onto him. Now we get this vast explosion of the Genki Dama, but we see Goku rise from the explosion. He rises from the ashes in a very, very badass way. Let's take a look at this. So you can see the shadow of Goku form. He's on the ground, he's kind of hunched over, and then he starts standing up. He's got a black silhouette, and he's rising from the ashes, I guess as his new form at this point. His shirt is torn and blown off. There's rocks surrounding him, all this light energy everywhere. His hair is, and it looks like it's a little bit extra spiky than base form. I could be wrong there. Yeah, you can tell his shirt is blown off from this image, and then it's going to show us the new form. So he's going to get up, and he is definitely clad in Genki Dama energy here. So I am pretty sure that we can say, almost without a doubt, almost certainly, that this is a Genki God Goku. Because obviously the Genki Dama is hitting him, and he is rising from the ashes of the Genki Dama's explosion as his new form. So the question remains, is it one of two things? Does he absorb it, or does it eliminate any bits of evil in his heart so that he's so pure-hearted it allowed him to create this new form? Or option 3 is that he pushed himself past his limits. He struggled so hard to push back that Genki Dama against Jiren that he passed his limits, he broke his limits, and the Genki Dama just doesn't hurt him because he's not evil, but in pushing past his limits stronger than he's ever been forced to go, he has achieved the new form. So it's one of those 3 things. Either he broke his limits, it cleared out any evil in his body, and he's now so pure of heart, he's the true Super Saiyan God, or he absorbed the Genki Dama. To me, more than anything, this looks like to me like he literally absorbed the Genki Dama, which is kind of interesting and awesome. They're making a huge play here on movie 7, obviously, when Goku absorbed the Genki Dama against Android 13, and I'm pretty sure that's what this is, guys. Now, if he did absorb the Genki Dama, that could be actually a really bad thing for fans, because that would mean that Goku can't just break out this form at any time. That would mean that he'd have to get hit by a Spirit Bomb in order to return to this new Limit Breaker form, whatever they're going to call it. However, there is the possibility that since he has this form now, he could potentially, always bring it back without the use of a Genki Dama. Take a look at Super Saiyan God, which needed the ritual with all of the Saiyans in order to turn into it. But later in the series, he's able to do it on his own, even without the ritual. So I guess there is a possibility that he can do this even without a Spirit Bomb in the future. I really hope that he can, because this form looks awesome. This is like something really neat. I mean, he is literally, if he has absorbed the Genki Dama, then he is literally like any one of his touches would kill anyone with anything evil inside of them. I mean, he is the true warrior of light and justice. If any punch or blast from him basically has Genki Dama energy in it, he would just absolutely wreck anybody who's evil. Like they would stand no chance. They couldn't touch him, and any one of his hits would have like erased them. So this is pretty dang neat. I'm wondering what the power boost is going to be here, and I can't wait to see an explanation. But I just absolutely love this animation of Goku rising from the ashes. I mean, this is freaking unbelievably awesome, guys. I'm super pumped. So that's all I got for this video today, guys. Leave your comments below about what you think this is, and I know you guys are as pumped as I am. I am working on Goku vs. Jiren Part 3. I'm going to try and get it out this week before this dang episode comes out. I think by Thursday night, like, no matter what I have, I'm just going to release it, even if it's like not complete, because I mean, the episode's going to come out anyways, so there's really not any point in like continuing to work on it. So I will be coming out with animation this week, guys, of Part 3 of Goku vs. Jiren. Anyways, have a good one, fellas, and I'll talk to you soon.